All right, today is Monday, June 6th, 2022. The markets are looking good here this morning after slipping a little bit last week. Real quick before we look at what happened in the markets last week, let's look ahead at our upcoming calendar. Last week we had a really good presentation called Six Steps to Legacy Planning for the Generations. If you're not plugging into these workshops, I strongly encourage you to do so. Our Capital Classroom education series, a lot of great content with actionable ideas that you can really use to affect change for your betterment. So again, Six Steps to Legacy Planning for the Generations last week. The recording is now available on the website. So if you were not able to attend live, you can head on over to our website, which is investwithccg.com/events. And if you just scroll down to past events, you'll see the recording there. Continuing on that topic of legacy planning, this week we have how to plan, communicate, and execute the smooth transfer of assets and values from one generation to the next. Looking out next week, we have our next monthly capital markets update and outlook call for the month of June. This is your opportunity to kind of look over our shoulder, see what we're seeing. So we review the positives that are happening in the market. We look at the headwinds, both the headwinds that we're already dealing with, as well as headwinds that we're watching out for. And then most importantly, we give our outlook and kind of what we think is coming, what it all means, and what to expect. We've been saying for, well, almost 6 months now, this is a year of transition, and the first half is going to look different than the second half. So as we start to transition into the second half, some of the content in these monthly updates are going to start changing a little bit. So encourage you to be on that. If you have any questions about what's going on in the markets, what it all means, where we're headed from here, strongly encourage you to be on these monthly calls as we review all of that in detail. Looking out towards later on this month, we've got some cybersecurity workshops. So one, we have Hack-Proof Your Smartphone. If you have a smartphone, most of us do, absolutely need to protect yourself in this age of hacking. And then at the end of the month, we've got 1 hour to savvy cybersecurity, and that's kind of a more comprehensive look at how to protect yourself online. And then lastly, this week, I should have the registration form up on the website for everybody. But right now, save the date, Wednesday, July 13th, 11 a.m. We will be doing our next monthly capital markets update and outlook call live. I'm going to call this our halftime report. We will be halfway through the year. So we'll take a look at the first half of the year and then cover our outlook for the second half. Again, live at Oak Ridge Country Club. Plan is we'll start with the presentation around 11 and then lunch to follow and some Q&A time. So watch for details on that. Registration page should be up on the website here this week for you to take advantage of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro for this week's update, and then we'll take a closer look at what happened in the markets last week.
Life is too short to worry about what the next headline could do to your life savings. Hi, my name is Eric Hagan, and I keep my thumb on the pulse of the economy and the markets so my clients can focus on the things that are actually important to them. Thank you for joining me the next few minutes on today's weekly economic video update.
In a holiday-shortened week of volatile trading, stocks surrendered some of the previous week's strong gains. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.94%, while the Standard & Poor's 500 declined 1.2%. The NASDAQ Composite Index lost 0.98% for the week, and the MSCI EAFE Index, which tracks developed overseas stock markets, slipped 0.17%. It was an uncertain market. Stocks experienced wild swings last week, in part due to ongoing uncertainty about economic health and the path of inflation. This is going to be a common theme we will probably see for some time. Investors seemed conflicted when interpreting the data, in some instances viewing economic strength as a negative, since it may mean more aggressive rate hikes from the Fed. Illustrative of how this uncertainty has played out, stocks surged higher on Thursday, despite comments from Fed Vice Chair Lael Brainard indicating it's unlikely that the Fed will pause on rate hikes. Then on Friday, stocks dropped as a better than expected jobs report raised concerns about monetary policy. The U.S. economy added 390,000 jobs in May, a slowdown from recent months, but higher than consensus estimates. Job gains registered in several categories, led by leisure and hospitality, professional and business services, and warehousing and transportation. The retail sector lost jobs. The unemployment rate remained unchanged at 3.6%. Wage growth cooled off with a 12-month increase of 5.2%, down from April's year-over-year jump of 5.5%. And finally, the labor participation rate ticked higher again, reflecting how job availability is helping pull Americans off the labor market sidelines. As always, we will keep our thumb on the pulse of what's happening and will automatically make changes in your managed accounts as we feel are in your best interest. If we're not investing in your life savings for you, I invite you to visit smartmixportfolios.com to learn about our personalized approach. All right, that is it for this week's summary. Thank you for taking a few minutes here with me today. I've got another riddle for you. Remember, if you're the first person to post the correct answer down below this video, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, then we will send you a gift card for coffee on us. All right, so today's riddle is, there is a 5-letter single syllable word that you can take 4 letters out of, leaving you with only a single letter that has the same pronunciation as the original 5-letter word. What is this word? And this week you get a hint. It involves waiting in line. Again, be the first person to put the correct answer down below this video, and we will send you a gift card for coffee on us. If you'd like the answer to last week's riddle and all previous week's riddles, visit investwithccg.com/riddles to find out. And then lastly, later on today, I will be sending out our full economic update with all the details of what happened last week. If you're not getting this email and you would like it, please head on over to our website, www.investwithccg.com, and subscribe.
Hey, this is Eric again. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Here at Capital Consulting Group, we provide personal wealth planning and fiduciary investment management solutions for individuals, couples, and families. To learn how to see your entire financial situation, both today as well as every year into the future, go to clearfinancialfuture.com and watch the short 2-minute video. To learn how we give our clients' life savings the attention it deserves and to see how we're doing, visit smartmixportfolios.com. And lastly, if you'd like help investing your 401k at work, visit me over at 401kinvestmentpros.com. Thank you again for your time today. I'll look for you next week.